What's up, you majestic what the fluffs? I'm Tyler.
And I'm Shorty.
And we are the Inner Idiots.
This podcast contains graphic language, violence, and other things that you probably should not let your children listen to. Please enjoy.
You hear the music, you heard the disclaimer, you know what time it is. It's time to get a little on you. That's right, put your ugly kids to bed, set the deuce loose, and tune the fuck in. Welcome back, all you majestic what the fucks, to the Inner Idiot, where it ain't wet from sweating. We ain't done yet. So don't sweat the technique. I'm your host, Tyler Havlin, and I'm here to bring the dumb all episode long. Let me introduce my wonderful co-host, the Lord that's never bored, the commander of the comic books, Shorty fresh in the flesh, here to bring the deep. 2 claps and a Ric Flair for Lord Shorty Hoffman. Woo!
Yay! I'm here. I'm ready. I think. I don't know.
Yeah?
You know, thinking about it, the deep from the boys is like really perverted. And I'm not, just as soon as you said the deep, that's where my mind went, is connecting it to a superhero.
Which one was the deep?
He's the Aquaman make fun of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or the Aquaman make, knockoff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Dude, and he's so bad in that.
He is bad.
So bad in it. Like, he's just useless.
Right?
But, you know who's not useless? The wonderful and the delightful red hair don't care, Miss Ava. 2 claps and a Ric Flair for her. Woo! How you doing today, Ava?
I'm good. Less tired than normal.
Less tired than normal?
Yeah.
Did you get a good night's sleep, babe?
No.
What?
Yeah, I worked a not so tiring position today.
Yeah? You easy money and chill money?
Not easy, but...
Chill money.
Yeah.
Chill money. I'm digging it. I like chill money.
Easy money be sitting at home watching TV. Or sitting in front of a mic talking. Right?
I mean, if we got paid enough for it, yeah.
If we got paid enough for it. Hey, but something's better than nothing.
True. Nickel and diamond. I'm down for it.
That's right. So, Ava, have you ever had to deal with a fuckboy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
She is like...
Too many.
How long have you been out of high school?
I graduated 2020.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah. She is like... Fuckboys are fresh and present in her mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like... I hate to say it, but one of my nephews is probably a fuckboy. He drives me nuts.
Really?
Fuck yeah. He kills me.
Hey, your poor nephew.
Yeah.
You need to fix that.
You gonna drop his name on
Somebody
here? Just so we
needs
can...
to.
Huh?
No,
I'm not going to drop his name, just on the off chance they'll listen to me.
I mean, maybe we can turn it around for him.
Well, I've been trying, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a long process. You can't beat the fuckboy out of somebody overnight, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got to do it over years of trauma and education. I'm just kidding. That's fucked.
Well,
I'll beat him. I don't give a fuck. I'll beat him up.
Dude,
He told me, he said,
sometimes that's all you need.
he was bitching about how he thinks he's fat.
Mm-hmm.
So I called him Tubby for 6 months. And I didn't call him his name. I just called him Tubby. I was like, "What's up, Tubby?" Dude, his mom, my mom, everybody was giving me shit for it. I was like, "No, fuck it." And then one day he's like, "Can you stop calling me Tubby?" And I was like, "Do you think you're fat?" No. I was like, "All right, cool beans." And I started calling him his real name.
Yeah. Now here's the reason I ask, is because I've been venturing out on TikTok lately, right?
Oh yeah.
Trying to get us out there on there, and I see a lot of shit about hot girl summer, right? Well, what about the fuckboys? You know what? 2020 dumb, it's going to be a fuckboy summer. Fuckboys just going to be running around, petting kitties, grabbing titties all summer 2020 dumb.
That was a good rhyme. I appreciate that.
But with consent, they're fuckboys, not rapists. Or either one. They both work. But
to be fair, Hot Girl Summer is kind of catering towards the fuckboys.
Right?
because that's basically what the girls are going out being hoes, you know, getting some here, getting some there.
Is that like, what is the equivalent, like the female equivalent of a fuckboy?
Hot girl summer, apparently.
Yeah. Just
Well,
a
like-
slut.
Slut. That's
Yeah.
it.
Well, no, see,
A whore. I don't know.
I have a list of what a fuckboy is, right? And
Is that the top 5?
No, the top 5 is relative to it, but after the top 5, I'm gonna do the other list of what a fuckboy is. But the top 5 today is 5 things to get ready for fuckboy summer. We ready for this, guys?
I mean, I'm ready. Like, I feel like this is gonna be the list of fuckboys, but go ahead.
All right. Number 5. Make sure your mom or girlfriend know that you don't just live with them, that they're your roommate. You know,
Your mom and your girlfriend?
well, either one that you live with, because if you're a fuckboy, you live with one or the other. One or the other is taking care of your ass if you're a fuckboy, right? So, you got to let the ladies know that you're meeting, hey, I don't live with them. That's just my roommate, right?
Well, you do live with them if they're your roommate. You know,
know.
what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, but if you live in your
Donnie's my roommate. Camden's my roommate.
But if you live in your mom's basement, she ain't your roommate. You live with your mom. Like, there's a big difference when you live at home with your parents or you're a roommate with somebody.
You gonna start making fun of my race car bed too?
I wish you did have a fucking race car bed. I'd go in there and just rub my balls all over it.
Why? It's my race car bed. Your balls aren't supposed to be touching it. I am.
Race car beds are dope, dude.
I know. I wish they made them in adult sizes. I get a Batmobile bed.
That'd be super dope. You can build one.
I was gonna say you could probably make one.
You are skilled enough to build one.
Man,
You were just out in your shed earlier.
I know, but
You
like,
definitely could.
you know how hard it would be to like sell that to a chick, though. You know what I'm saying?
Not the right chick. The right chick would love that shit.
Or hear me out. You could make it easily like collapsible. Like you could take it apart.
Yeah, but see, then that's work. If I got to cater to her too,
Well,
like
if you-
God bless.
Do you want a Batmobile bed or do you want pussy?
Or do you want both? Because it can happen. I
Yeah,
get
but
laid.
you know how hard it is to find fucking nerdy chicks.
Not that hard, dude. The internet. It's this beautiful thing called the internet. You can find any flavor girl you want. I'm telling you.
Telling you, these bitches are picky.
I'm here to fucking tell you. Dude, no, they're not picky. You just gotta grow some cojones when it comes to the opposite
True,
sex.
true. I don't fucking talk to women.
Alright, anyways, number 4. Fuck boys, you gotta get your gray sweatpants ready and find your favorite socks to stuff in that motherfucker, right? You gotta have your bulge looking right, fellas. Don't get the biggest fucking socks. You gotta make the shit believable, right? So you take the size of your PP and you just want to add a little bit to it.
Now, is this shit like you think fuckboys do?
It's gotta be. I'm gonna give you the list of the real fuckboy shit after my list.
Okay.
All right. I'm telling you, you can't walk around and get gray sweatpants if you got a small PP, right? That's like walking around in something that's meant for big old titties when you got little fucking bee stings. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with them, but there's a difference in the way you accessorize.
Uh-huh.
I'm just saying. All right, number 3. Make sure your facial hair is trimmed into the perfect fucking chin strap. Because every fuckboy has that chin strap. And it just looks so well groomed. Like if you'd spend half as much time on finding a job as you do on your fucking facial hair.
You are 100% right, dude. I fucking... Every time I see a dude with a chin strap that's super fine, I'm like, that motherfucker right there.
That or like the curly perm anymore. Like the guys, they have like the big curly hair on the top of their head and the
You mean
sides
like
are
what he
shaved.
does?
No, no, because
just
he
kidding.
doesn't have a perm.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, he just has a Jufra.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is all natural, right?
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, fuckboys, you got to get a burner phone in case your mom or girlfriend, a.k.a. your roommates, get upset with you and take away the phone that they're paying for from you. I mean, this way you get to still talk to your hoes on the side.
What are
right?
these, literal children?
Yeah, fuckboys? Hell yeah, they are. They're horrible.
Who the fuck, like...
Have you ever met a fuckboy?
They
Like,
start in high school and then they don't grow out of it until they're 40 and have nothing left to live for.
right.
Yeah, I know. They have
Dude,
the
it's so-
personalities of a wet carrot. I get it. But, like...
A wet carrot?
Yeah.
Okay. I like it. I can dig it.
Yeah, that's what I say about every, like, bland person I meet. Like, you have the personality of a wet carrot.
Fuckboys ain't really bland, though. Sometimes they're really just flamboyant and shit.
That's why you
Those
say
are metrosexuals.
It's just as spicy as flour.
I like it.
Here you go.
Mm.
All right, and the number 1 thing, fuckboys, this is what you gotta do when you're having a good dick day. You gotta look down at it in all its majesticness. You got to unsheathe your meat sword. You got to get the lighting just right. Get a filter that makes it look girthier than what it actually is. And then you need to commemorate that moment with a photo. And then send it to every unsuspecting female stranger on the goddamn internet. All while your girlfriend's at work trying to pay for your 1999 Honda Civic so you can get to and from your goddamn AA meetings. That's number one.
I've only sent 3 dick pics.
Really? Mm-hmm. I don't know.
I did not know any of the 3 recipients. Do you know why?
Why?
Because it was women who were complaining about their a guy harassing them. I said, "Let me borrow your phone," and I took a picture of my dick and sent it to him.
That's great.
Yep.
I love it.
I was like, "I'll get this guy to stop talking to you." She's like, "What are you gonna do?" I said, "Let me see your phone." She said, No, I don't trust you. I was like, "Do you want this guy to stop talking to you?" Well, yeah. All right, cool. Let me see your phone. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Take a picture of my dick, send them that, and say, "Sorry, I already got a dick. I don't need another one."
So what's your protocol when you send a dick pic? Like,
Whip
do
it
you
out?
flick it a little bit? Like, make sure it's hanging just right? Do you want it to
No,
hang
I don't have a
perfectly
science.
down?
Like I said, I've only sent 3. I don't have a science. I've never sat there and like, what is the best way to picture of my cock?
I don't know. I mean, I've heard people talk like, yeah, you got to do this and this. I mean, I've not sent many in my life. Never an unsolicited one.
Well, I mean, I've never even sent them to like girlfriends or anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, because I don't like the male penis, the only penis, is not an attractive appendage.
It really fucking isn't.
Like, I don't know any woman who just sits there and like starts licking her lips. Dick. Like, no woman does that. And if they do, send them my way.
I knew it was coming.
But like, come on, man, nobody. Like that's the problem. Like right there, like those women right there, like I'm gonna see you once and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Because you're too much crazy for me, girl, and I ain't digging it. Like 1 night, sweet deal, maybe 2, whatever. Like I'll at least buy you breakfast, but fuck.
You better buy her breakfast. That bitch might cut you if you don't.
True story, exactly.
me,
Right. I don't
motherfucker.
trust them crazy bitches, dude. I don't trust them crazy bitches.
You can't. So that was my list.
All right, so what determines a fuckboy now? Let me hear this.
All right,
like,
let me-
other than the chin strap, because we know that.
I found a list of 8 things.
You found a list? You didn't make this?
No, I found a list.
Oh, fuck.
Google delivers, son. All right. Number 8. He's always dressed in basic but overpriced sports apparel, a.k.a. gray sweatpants. Right?
So what, like Nike?
Yeah. But see, I have to throw something in there because I've seen a lot of fuckboys wearing American Fighter before. I think that's what it's called. And back in the day, it was Affliction. Like, a lot of fuckboys dressed in Affliction.
I remember that. I remember the
Lately, they've
Affliction.
been dressing in like skater stuff. Like the ones that are more my age, they've been dressing in like Thrasher
Really?
clothes.
You know
Like
what?
the
I have
t-shirts
noticed
and
that.
Vans.
I do. Vans and Thrasher, I have seen a lot of. And, like, I call them out on their bullshit. I'm like, oh, cool. What's your favorite skateboard brand? Thrasher. Like, brand, guy. Like, skateboard. Like, that's it. Thrasher's a magazine. Like, yeah, they make skateboards, but it's a magazine. Like, tell me your favorite fucking brand. Come on, guy.
So Thrasher just puts designs on skateboards, right? Like, they don't actually make them?
Yeah.
You're going to have to educate me on this because I'm not hip.
Well,
to
I
skater
only
culture.
like the 2 brands that I recall from when I was a teenager are no longer brands. Like, they don't exist anymore. They stopped producing boards.
What,
So
let's hear them. What are they?
Skate Tech and Wooden Wheels is the name of those 2. They were really small, but they were cool. Like, they made really cool designs and stuff like that. They made really good boards and whatnot. Like, I wasn't a skater. I rollerbladed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had Razor rollerblades. That's what I did. And then I also BMX'd, which I had Matt Hoffman? I had a Matt Hoffman bike. And then, like, when I was broke and I didn't have anything, I just rode Huffy. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, Huffy will get you there.
Yeah, so I did a lot of BMXing and rollerblading. Like, I had a lot of friends in the skate scene. So, like, that's the only reason I know those 2 skates.
I feel like I had the basic mongoose, man.
Yeah.
That was the only thing you'd find me on, though, was a bicycle. You put me on a skateboard, I'm cartoon falling all goddamn day. You put me on roller skates, there's going to be a...
You want to try an electric
Nope,
electric
not
longboard?
today.
You sure? I'll hold
Dude,
your hands.
I already got to get surgery on my knee and shoulder.
I'll hold your hands.
I don't need my left side fucked up, too.
It's
I'll hold
fun.
Yeah, see? Ava does it.
And I'm scared of everything.
Maybe. I did ride a scooter for the first time a couple weeks ago.
It
was
I'll hold your
interesting.
hands, man. It'll be all right. It'll be romantic.
If I get to hold your hands, then I might be in.
See, listen to
Fuck
this
it,
guy.
Run it. All right, number 8.
We'll
Or number
record it.
7. What is it, Ava?
So we'll record it.
Yeah, oh boy. All right, he likes to talk about his ex. Number 6, he likes to talk about himself.
I talk about my ex, but I usually talk about the happy memories and things like that.
Yeah, I feel like a fuckboy is always a victim. Is where it's going. Yeah, it's on here. He rarely asks how you're doing. Number 4, he will strike you as really, really nice guy. Number 3, he always plays the victim. Number 2, he never makes plans with you ahead of time. Now, see, this is a big one. Like, this one I knew of. Like, they'll just be like, last second, what are you doing? Let's hang out.
I do that, but it's because I don't plan out my life.
Yeah, but you ain't trying to fuck everything under the sun, and you
That's
ain't
also
living
true.
off of somebody.
That is also true.
You're making your own way in life, and you're just busy. And number 1 is, this is what he texts you, and it says WRU. What is WRU? Where are you? What are you doing? Like, what is WRU?
Probably where are you? I don't know.
Or what are you wearing? Maybe it's just like, what are you? And then like wearing or doing. I don't know. But that's some of the things that describes a fuckboy.
Yeah, it makes sense, I suppose.
Yeah.
I'm really trying to remember. I feel like I know, but I don't.
I feel like
I've never
should
been
know.
good. Like, I've never been good at like deciphering what like half these fucking things. Like, dude, like when everybody started using SMH, I didn't know what that meant until people stopped using it. Seriously, I was like, because one of my nieces sent it to me. I was like, what the fuck does that even mean? She shake my head. I was like, oh, neat.
I got one for you, right? So, people use TY for thank you. I didn't fucking know that. And this is back when I first started online gaming, right? And I'd be playing an MMORPG, right? I'd be in a party, and they'd say, TY. But how'd you know my name?
Yeah. Did I ever tell you about the fight I avoided because of my name? No. I was at a concert, and I ran to the bathroom, and on my way back, this dude was pretty drunk, but he was falling all over the place and whatnot, and he hit me, and he spilled some of his beer. I just turn around and say, hey, my bad, and go to walk away. He's like, where the fuck do you think you're going? And I was like, that away. And he starts yelling at me, cussing and screaming. He's like, "I'll fucking kick your ass, Shorty!" And before he says my name, I'm yelling back at him, me and him are in a feud. And then he says Shorty, and I instantly get confused. I'm looking at him. I'm like, "Do I know you?" And he's like, "What?" I was like, "Do I know you?" He was like, "Fuck, no, you don't." I was like, "Then how the fuck do you know my?" Oh yeah, that's an insult. And he's like, "What?" I was like, "My name's Shorty, dog." And he was like, "What?" I was like, my name is Shorty. It's not an insult. It's my name. And he's like, and he just looks perplexed. And I'm just like, all right, good talk. And I just walked away. And my ex-girlfriend, she was standing over off this, just not far away from that. She's like, what the fuck were you two yelling about? I was like, I spilled his beer and he was pissed about it. So we almost fought. But then he said my name and we got confused.
It's like a Batman versus Superman moment.
Yeah, exactly right.
Martha.
Shut the fuck up. You mocking me?
No, I'm not mocking you. I love that movie.
I feel like I was being mocked.
No.
Felt like it. Did it feel like that? You don't fucking know the
I'm
references.
not gonna answer. I do. I've seen that movie.
I'm just kidding, Ava. Calm down. I love you, Ava.
Oh, well, look,
Yeah, that was.
We were sleepy.
It was an episode.
It was.
It was.
It existed.
And I had a long day at work that day, too.
It wasn't that bad. I listened to it just to be like, I wonder how low energy we actually were. And it wasn't that bad.
Yeah. I feel like it raised up towards the end of the episode.
Yeah.
It was a good episode, though. They're all good with us in it. I mean,
Yeah.
But on that note, let's take a break.
Okay.
What do you say?
Okay.
Break sound good to you, Ava?
Sounds great.
Hit the button, Shorty.
No! Hey, Ty, if you wanted to make a podcast, how would you do it?
Spotify Podcasters app, of course. Or hell, even the website.
Do they have any way you can edit audio and help with organizing your episodes?
All that and more. You can reach out to listeners and have feedback with their Q&A feature, and it distributes it to all other major places you listen to podcasts.
I just looked, and they got a video podcast set up and editing tools here, too.
So all you got to do is sign up at SpotifyForPodcasters.com or get the app, and you're done.
Damn, it's just that easy.
It is April 26th, 2020 dumb. And there's some holidays today.
Are there?
Yeah, there's some interesting ones.
I'm excited to hear them.
We'll start with a couple of the easy ones.
The easy ones.
It's Alien Day.
Alien Day.
That's all it says, Alien Day.
Like illegal aliens or the ones from out of planet?
I think that one's from Out of Planet, like Ridley Scott Alien. Is that who directed Aliens? No, it was James Cameron. Fuck, I don't know. It is also Audubon Day.
What day?
The Audubon.
Oh, the Audubon. Yeah.
It's
the Audubon.
Funny thing, you brought in those dice. It is Get Organized Day.
Ooh.
It's also Hug a Friend Day, so I owe you a hug.
I'm going to hug you both. I'm going to hug the
I'm
hell.
gonna hug you so hard. Ooh.
I love saying that. I'm going to fucking hug you so hard.
It's also hugging. It's also Hugging Australian Day.
Hugging Australian?
Yeah,
I don't know an Australian. I don't know an Aussie.
I know some, but they're not in hugging.
Right, exactly right. Like
I'll send them a virtual hug.
Yeah. I hug you ethereally.
Yeah, ethereally.
Ethereal, like spiritual, like.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, D&D. Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
Ethereal.
Now the next three are going. They're real hard on the R. I sleep with my sister. I drive a jacked up truck with a small PP and fly
Is one of them
Confederate
Ford Truck
flag.
Day?
No, so it's Confederate Heroes Day, Confederate Memorial Day, and Confederate Memorial Day for Mississippi as well. But we all know Mississippi sucks balls.
Yeah.
So how is Confederate Day still a thing? That's what I'm wondering. Like, why isn't that struck from?
Man, there's a lot of people. Like, it's weird the sense of pride people have with the Confederates. Like, and I don't understand it. Like, okay, so you lost a war, and then they bring up heritage and stuff, and I'm like, well, your heritage is just redneck. It has nothing to do with actual Confederacy.
Right. So why can't we just call them rednecks instead of like you need to be a Confederate? Like, redneck is much less fucking violent.
I don't know.
I don't know.
This day is a lot closer to Black History Month than it should be.
Yeah.
There's only 1 month in between.
I feel like this month.
I mean,
this day could be on any day of the year, and it's too close to Black History Month.
they could have done like November, but they chose.
No, then it's just closer on the back end. We could have done like August, September.
I'm
Maybe it could just not
saying-
exist. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
No,
saying?
I mean,
That's the ideal.
I mean,
yeah,
it's gonna-
But if it has to exist, which it does, because people are stubborn.
Stupid. We went over this yesterday. Stupid.
There's a
Idiots.
thin line between stubborn and stupid.
Yeah. There's a very thin line. It's not very, like, I mean, it is pretty damn, like, they look alike. They're like twins.
Right.
Stupid and stubborn are like twins.
Yeah.
I feel like it depends on the situation.
Sure. Like, I'm stubborn because I don't like peas and I will not eat them. I'm an idiot because I don't know what goes in, or, like, what a pea is made of, other than
It's a-
pea.
It's a plant.
Right. And
It's a-
what peas are made of is just peas.
I don't know. Fuck. Like, I don't know the chemical makeup. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, there's some shit in there.
Yeah.
It's made
It tastes like
of-
shit.
Yeah, I fucking hate peas. Oh, God.
I don't know many people who do.
They're
Do you like
hot
peas?
Garbage.
Yeah,
Weird.
That is weird.
I like all vegetables.
All that.
All of them?
Fruit. Well, a vast majority.
You like
Apricot.
Brussels sprouts?
Yep,
Apricot.
that is a fruit.
Apricots are good though, dude.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had dried apricots.
So is
That's all of them.
speaking of vegetables that people like don't know that are fruits, cucumbers.
Cucumbers
I
are
love
fruit.
cucumbers.
Huh?
Cucumbers.
Yeah, it's part of the melon family.
I did not know that.
Yep.
I didn't know that either.
Thank you for educating me,
Yeah,
Shortness.
you're welcome.
The more you know.
Tomatoes.
All right. Well, some shit happened on this day in history.
Yeah, all right.
All right. In 1607, the Jamestown expedition makes first landing in America at a place named Cape Henry. It would become Virginia, but they quickly depart for a better state, for a better site. But hey, I mean, if I landed in Virginia, I'm getting the fuck out of there too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why they made a West one, because they're like, we are not associated.
Yeah, but the West one's even worse.
No, West Virginia isn't that bad.
Have you ever seen The Wonderful Whites of West Virginia?
All right, you got me.
Yeah. Have you seen that, Ava?
No.
Oh, you're probably a better person for not have seeing it. I bet they fucking celebrate Confederate Day.
Oh man, we're 2 days late for her. Son of a bitch.
Who we 2 days late for?
Catwoman.
Oh, well, you can talk about her in a minute anyways. In 1915, Italy secretly signs the Treaty of London with Britain, France, and Russia, bringing Italy into World War I on the Allied side. Now, here's where this got me, is because how are you going to secretly sign a treaty that's going to bring you into a goddamn war? Like, it's not a secret for that fucking long, is it?
No.
Well,
Or
at least
you-
nobody would stop you from getting to the place to do it. I guess that's the only reason why. Because,
that
I
makes
mean,
sense.
you're right, but
I didn't hear any of your statement because I was looking for a comic book. Sorry.
That's all right. Me and Ava got this.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Shorty.
yeah, you just sit over there. You play on your phone. That's fine.
You sit over there and look pretty. That's what I'm hearing. You got it, guys.
yeah.
In 1954, April 26th, you know, everybody's talking about their COVID vaccines right now, right? Well, in 1954, on this day in history, mass trials of Jonas Salk's anti-polio vaccine begin. The first shot is delivered in Fairfax County, Virginia. More than 443,000 children received shots over 3 months span. That's a lot of shots, especially back then. I mean, you think about it. This was, what, 70 years ago almost?
Yeah.
People were definitely more open to that than they are about the COVID one.
Well, the thing is like people were like polio. Like from what I understand, like polio. Did polio kill?
Yeah.
Okay, so it was deadly. All right. What am I thinking of that isn't?
I don't know, but here's my thoughts on it. Like, you know how people say, oh, we're more educated today than we were back then and blah, blah, blah. I feel like we're more falsely educated today.
We are.
Because everybody thinks they're a goddamn doctor or they're fucking...
Well, I mean, it's
way
just the
smarter.
curse of the thing. Like, I mean, fuck, you can get on WebMD and type in symptoms and find out, roughly find out, other than, the fact that everything leads to cancer.
Yeah, big toe cancer. Everything leads back to big toe cancer.
Right. So, I mean, like, you have infinite knowledge and stuff like that. So when you ask somebody, like, okay, like, put down your phone and answer this question for me, then they can't. Like, that's terrible. Like, me and Camden will have a discussion for 15 minutes, and then one of us at one point in time, like, man, like, I don't know if this is accurate. And we use it to verify ourselves a lot. Like, okay, hold on, let me check and see if I'm right. Like, we know this shit. We just need to double check ourselves. Like, I'm not stupid enough to sit here and talk about something that I straight up don't fucking understand.
Yeah. Now, see, talking to Camden after we had that damn conversation, not that damn conversation, but
I
that
understand. I know what you're
conversation about
referencing.
dams, I can no longer believe a word that man says.
What
Yeah, 'cause-
happened?
Well, he was trying to tell us how dams were built, or
And how
how they
you
reversed the
flow
waterway.
of a river.
Yeah.
And he sounded like he knew what the fuck he was talking about, and then he's like, hey, I made all that up. Yeah, I was so disappointed. My butthole puckered up so fucking tight.
But see, the way that works is like, I understand Camden's logic is you, like, when you're talking about something, you use the best logical explanation you can think of and use science on your side, like, especially with the converting of waterways. Like, everything he said made sense, and if it doesn't work if they didn't do it like that, it could possibly be how, or another way they could do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So... But we ain't no scientists.
That we ain't. Nope. All right. So 1962, and this one ain't that grand, but there's a reason why I'm telling you. Ranger 4 crash lands on the backside of the moon. So, therefore, with this knowledge, from now on, every night in bed with Reba, I am referring to my PP as the Ranger 4, because I'm about to crash land on the backside of the moon. Look. This leads me to another thing of how the fuck do I get laid? It is hot in here.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we're laying in bed the other night, right? It was a fasting day. I decided, I'm going to go down on her. I'm hungry. Right? So I get her legs up in there, and I'm between her legs, and I'm talking to her. I'm like, girl, I'm about to get this meal to go. It's like, let me put my face down here in this doggy bag.
Doggy bag?
Yes, I referred to her vagina as a doggy bag.
You.
And as soon as I said it, I was like, fuck. But she laughed, and then she let me do it, so we were good.
Oh, man, that is
You
not...
got lucky.
Yeah, I did. But yeah, that happened.
I've never in the moment, you know what I'm saying? Like, in the moment, I've never referred to a vagina as anything other than pussy or vagina. Like, I don't give it cute little nicknames or anything like that. Like, unless we're out and about and I'm, like, messing with a girlfriend or something like that. And, like, granted, we have to have that kind of relationship where it's, like, okay to joke about these kind of things, whatever. Like, me and a girl often referred to sex as sushi.
Uh-huh.
Like, yeah, you recall that. Is like, yeah, I'm going to go get some sushi. And I would just leave. I'd come back an hour and a half later, and everything would be great. And, like, she came up with that. And she goes, because some days it's, because she had a very physical job. She was like, yeah. She's like, sometimes it smells bad. I'm like, yeah, it smells like fish. And, like, we always ate sushi together. And then when we started sleeping together, she was like, hey, you want to go get some sushi? And I'm like, fuck yeah, I do. Fuck yeah.
But you gotta remember, I get laid because of my humor.
Right. And I'm not funny.
So I'm allowed to call it a doggy bag, apparently. What were you saying, Ava?
Oh, I was just gonna say, because Shorty was saying how, like, oh, I don't call vaginas anything other than, like, a pussy or whatever.
Yeah, but see, like, I still didn't, like,
she was so nervous saying that.
I still don't directly call the vagina anything other than pussy. Like, it was almost like the actual, like, act of sex was called sushi. Not necessarily that, but go ahead.
I was going to say that the only, like, if I'm talking about it in, like, a derogatory way, I'll call it, like, a clam.
A clam?
I've always loved that name for it. That's funny.
Or like
I also use Oh, he got it. Sorry. Sidetracked. He got his fucking t-shirt. Guess what that says?
What's it say?
Conversation starter.
Nice. I like it.
Fucking, he showed me this website. Sorry, we're going to sidetrack the fuck out of pussy for a second. But, like, he showed me this website. Like, he always has, like, all these badass, like, metal shirts, right? Like, all
For those of you that don't know who we're talking about, Donnie from the research team just walked in the studio.
But, like, he was telling me about this website. You can, like, type in whatever the hell you want, and they turn it into, like, a metal font. Like, that really, really, like, fucking distorted look. And I was like... So then we started talking about what should we get? Like, what would be a good t-shirt? And then I was like, dude, you ought to get, like, conversation starter or something. He's like, why? And I was like, that way somebody can ask, like, hey, what's your shirt say? And you can say conversation starter. By the way, my name is Donnie.
I like it.
I was like, dude, it's so good. I love it. So he fucking, like, he didn't even tell me he ordered it until after he did it. He's like, all right, it's on its way. I was like, oh, I'm so excited to see it.
I like it. It's good.
Fucking can't wait. But I also refer to pussy, like, if I'm with my buddies and joking, I often refer to it as Cloyster, the Pokemon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I also revert to, like, Snatch or Cooter.
I like Snatch. Snatch is fun.
Snatch is a good one.
Now, I heard one the other day that referred to a hairy vagina, and I cannot get it out of my head, and it's great, and that's the vajungle.
Vajungle?
Yes.
Oh, my mom's ex-boyfriend's mom used to call her vagina a muskrat because it was hairy.
That's funny.
She's, like, so exacerbated about it.
She was, like, 70 and talking about her vagina as a muskrat, and it was traumatizing. I was, like, 7. I didn't know what she was talking about.
Well, so then it's fine.
Well, no, because I was informed. Like, while she was talking about it, I didn't know.
Oh.
But later,
I would have just sat there and played
like,
like
Mommy,
lovely
what's
ignorance.
a muskrat? And she's like, oh, honey.
Oh, honey. Oh,
it's
dear.
a vagina.
All right. Well, we got sidetracked, but that's all right. That's what we do here. You know what else happened on this day in history?
What happened, bud?
1986. Pripyat, nuclear wasteland. World's worst nuclear disaster. Fourth reactor at Chernobyl nuclear power station in the USSR explodes. 31 die. Radioactive contamination reaches much of Western Europe.
That area is still fallout. Like, it's still, like, you can't live there and shit.
You can't live there, but they're actually letting people go back there now.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
like, they're doing tours and shit. People are going into, where was it in Japan, 10 years ago, maybe?
Hiroshima?
No,
10 years ago.
We bombed Hiroshima.
10 years ago, sorry.
Which, hey, you know why you should never break up with a Japanese girl? Because you've already bombed them once.
That's fucked.
Yeah, it is fucked, but go ahead.
It's funny.
I love Japanese people. It's just a joke, people. Don't get offended. And if you do get offended, that's cool, too. But just keep listening. Because we'll offend you again.
Last date I went on was with a Chinese girl.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Chinese isn't Japanese.
No.
They take that shit real seriously.
I know, but that's why I was specific. Chinese. It just had me thinking of Asians, and I went through my head, and it was like, oh, yeah, by the way, I went on a date with an Asian girl.
So we're not gonna figure out this Japanese nuclear reactor that went under. Right?
No, because I don't fucking know it.
All right. In 1989, Mike Tyson gets a speeding ticket for drag racing his Lamborghini in Albany, New York.
Wow, that's
impressive.
I'm just amazed that's one thing that like showed up on Google.
It's on this site, man. It's the same site I use for every day on this day in history.
Fair.
Isn't it hard to drive in New York to begin with? So was he just going a little bit over the traffic speed limit?
Albany's not... All right, so all of New York isn't like what you see in movies. Most of New York is farmland.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like Manhattan... What is it? Manhattan Staten Island?
Staten Island, yeah.
That's the only part of New York that is heavily populated and dense like that. Every other part of New York... It fucking smells like sewage, and there's just nothing.
Yeah, New York State sucks.
Yeah, it is a bitch to drive through. All right, so on this day in 2010, the worst Marvel movie to ever be made came out. Iron Man 2, directed by Jon Favreau, starring Robert Downey Jr.
2?
Yeah.
You're going to put it above number 3 in the fucking worst category? How dare you?
They both sucked ass.
Man, dude, number 3 was way worse.
Number 3 was bad, but 2 was god-awful.
No, fuck that, dude.
I didn't like any of the Iron Man movies, though.
Really?
Iron Man on his own just does not do it for me. Like, cool, he's the spice.
I think the reason why I
but-
like Iron Man 2 is because of how they dealt with his trauma and PTSD.
Yeah.
And like they really go into it, especially when he's in the kid's like garage or whatever, fixing shit or whatever, and like he's talking to the kid, and the kid's egging him on, but the kid doesn't know no better, and like almost forcing Tony Stark into a panic attack, and that's really cool. That's a really cool way like to see how because after the first Avengers or whatever, and he went into space and damn near died, like he was suffering from PTSD all the way up to the end of Age of Ultron. You know, he was really struggling with PTSD. So watching him go through that, I think in the second movie, they really did a good job, like, capturing that and dealing with that. Like, honestly, like, you know, Whip or whatever the fuck the villain's name was, like, yeah, he sucked. But, like, to me, the real villain of that movie was Tony Stark himself against himself. Like, him struggling with that. Like, I think that was such a good way to do it.
Now you made me feel bad for saying the movie sucked. I still think it sucks. But
Number 3 was the worst. Number 3. What they did to Mandarin was criminal.
Oh, with the
fucking actor at the end,
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm just an actor. I'm just a British actor. I don't know what the fucking fuck you, dude. Mandarin was such a key fucking villain to Iron Man and such a good one, and they fucking ruined him like that. How dare you? Fuck off.
All right, I got 2 more for us. I
All
know
right.
this is a lot. I know
Yeah.
I don't usually have this many because not interesting shit doesn't happen all the time. All right, in 2018, for all you true crime junkies out there, serial killer Golden State Killer identified after 40 years as a former police officer responsible for 12 killings and 50 rapes in California.
God damn.
Yeah, dude was busy. He was a piece of shit. It led me to this question, or this thought, right? I don't have nothing against police. I love police. But when you look at the police forces as a whole, right? And then you look at society as a whole, the percentage of police officers that are criminals is higher than the percentage of non-police officers that are criminals.
Right.
It's probably because they think they can get away with it.
Right.
I can't tell you how many cops I've been harassed by. Like,
But that boggles my mind. Like, I don't know. I love cops. Like, I have a lot of friends that are cops.
Sure.
I respect the police. But that number to me should be non-existent. Not non-existent because we don't live in a perfect world and there's always going to be that bad apple. But
Slim to none.
well,
yeah.
it just goes to the fact that, like Ava said, like once you get the power, like you literally feel invincible. This badge gives me like I am above the law. Like no,
I am the law.
Right,
Sorry,
exactly.
Judge Dredd moment.
Like
No,
they're
and
on their high horse. and
Yeah,
they
that's
can't get
exactly
down.
what they think. Like, I mean, it's just when you take somebody like, and honestly, like, and I don't know if I'm right or and I don't want to point no fingers or anything like that, but this is what I just assume. If somebody was bullied as a kid and like got buff and then decided to become a police officer, they have a lot of built up resentment.
Yeah,
and
I
I
see
feel
that.
like I know a few cops who went down that path, and now don't get me wrong, like they saw their errors error of their ways really early on in their careers, police officers, and they've changed and become good cops now, and they're actually pretty chill, and we get along fairly well. But, you know, when they were new in the force and stuff like that, they were douchebags. Now, it was weird because, like, he was, like, my buddy, he was only a douchebag while he was wearing the badge. When he was off of work, dude, he was chill. Me and him would get along, cut it up or whatever, and this, that, and the other.
Well, in their
But as
defense,
soon as you put on the badge.
you have to be a little different when you're wearing the badge.
I get that,
I feel
but,
like you have to be like kind of hard, but you don't have to be like a dick.
Yeah.
Like, but I feel like they just like they show
hard, but not a dick. So,
Shut
like,
up.
not flaccid.
I didn't
Get a
even
semi-chub.
realize.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
But I'm just saying, like, it's. I don't think. I think there's a difference between being hard and being rude.
No, I agree.
And I think that's where they don't like a lot of police officers or anybody in any type of force. Because I've met military men who do it. And again, like nothing against the military, like the service, you know, the service they provide for us and everything like that. But like some of those guys have this ego trip where they are better than everyone else. Like, man, like that's not what that works.
And they think that like, I mean, I'm assuming that some of them will think that, well, they're not gonna like stand up to me or whatever, so I can just do whatever I want,
Right.
Because I have authority in the situation, which
Mhm.
is true, and it's sad that they
Yeah,
use
it's
the
just-
power in the
exactly
way that
right.
they do.
But it
But-
just, I feel like a lot of police officers who are corrupt had troubled childhoods, and it's just sad because like that's what leads them in. Like no, like I don't know very many people who didn't have a troubled childhood who became police officers. But that also might just be my friends group. I'm not sure.
All right, I got one last one, then we're going to take a break.
Go for it.
All right, in 2019, No Religion tops survey of American religious identity for the first time at 23.1%, edging out Catholics 23.0% and evangelicals at 22.5% in long-running general social survey.
Yeah, the church has been dying for the last 15 years. Like slow. Well, actually, since 1999 or 1998, it's been on a steady decrease. Like we were at 70% religious back in like 2000 or whatever, and like now we're down to like close to like you said 30%. So I mean, it's pretty staggering or whatever, and it's just honestly like because of education and stuff like that, because of the internet and everything like that, you're spreading the word of all this other stuff. Because like when you look at Catholicism, you know, Christianity, Catholic and stuff like that, or even evangelicals, just fucking Catholic but angry.
Is that what that is?
Evangelical, pretty much. Like
Okay.
at least that's the way I've always looked at it. Like evangelicals are just Catholic or Christian but angry. So like, and they're for no fucking reason.
Are they? Is it like extremists?
Yes, exactly right.
Okay.
Like,
Huh.
'cause, yeah, evangelicals are extremists, where like
So
God
it's
is
just
the
a
only.
soft word for it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you're fucking crazy. But like, you know, when you start researching stuff like that in the Bible and everything like that, you start realizing a lot of the religions are all the fucking same. Like a lot of them, almost all of them have a Jesus. You know, like for lack of a better term, I don't remember. I just read it the other day actually, but like the Hindu religion, Muslims, the Muslim religion and stuff like that, they all have somebody who was born of a virgin, died, came back 3 days later. And a lot of them have a betrayal in there too, which was pretty weird. I was reading all these different stories and stuff like that. And that's why a lot of people are actually switching to like paganism and stuff like that, or not necessarily, like, I hate to use the term paganism, but like they're
'cause
going
paganism isn't a religion, it's a group of
non-Christian
Yes.
or Catholic religions. It's any other religion. So like when I say pagan, I would say
Norse.
Norse leaning, Greek leaning, or something like that, or whatever. So I mean that's why a lot of these are blowing up, because
Greek leaning isn't Greek, like you're talking about Greek mythology, not because I mean Greek was
no, those
historically Greek was Catholic.
no, Greek wasn't. Greece may have been like later on.
Or,
but,
I'm thinking of Rome, aren't I? Yeah, I'm thinking of Rome. My
Maybe.
bad. No, I am.
but again, this would be a good topic for Automatics, because me and him have talked about it extensively. Because like I'm Christian, but I'm like switching up my views now that I'm older and stuff like that. Like it's getting weird, because like what I've decided, this is my set belief now. God, a God, I do not care who, but there is a God, big one, and he is like the GM of a store.
Mm-hmm.
All the other religions are departments.
I get it. I like it.
So,
I like it.
I'm not going to reject anyone's faith. Your faith is completely valid, but there is a God. I do not care what his name is. I do not care what it is.
And if you ever feel like shopping in a different department,
Go check it out. Like, I used the analogy yesterday. I think it was, was I telling you about it, or I must have been telling Donnie. But it was like, it's a shopping mall. You know, every religion's a different store. You don't just go to one store in particular when you go to the mall. Sure, you might be your favorites, but variety's the spice of life, man.
you might find a hidden gem in one of them other stores.
Exactly right. Yeah, you never know, man.
All right. On that note, let's take a break.
All right.
You're going to hit the button.
Yep.
We're going to go smoke.
Okay.
And then we're going to come back and talk about something. Either with some what the fuck facts or a poll.
All right.
Because that went long.
Yeah.
Long and strong,
We are
girl.
really long and strong. Or what did she say? Hard?
Yeah. Hard dick.
A hard
Yeah.
dick. Let's get a real hard dick.
Let's get flaccid.
No.
Do you love podcasts? Of course you do. That's why you're here. But you know what's even better than listening to a podcast? Making your own. That's right, and Anchor makes it simple. I'm your favorite host, MC Tyler Havlin, and I'm telling you, go download the Anchor app today, Anchor FM. They have all the tools you need to get started today. And best part is, it's totally free. They push it out to all the major platforms like Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts. So get started today, people. Go download the app, Anchor FM. I'll wait. Do it now. And we're back.
Yeah.
And guess what time it is?
It is 6:01.
It's also time for Ava to bring the wonderful world of what the fuck facts.
The wonderful world of what the fuck facts. I'm going to make that into a rhyme and we'll be better off. But okay, continue.
Okay.
Oh, Donnie's also sitting in with us now, people. Say hello, Donnie.
Hello.
All right.
Okay, it is.
Yeah, it's gotcha.
Okay. So, people were on the moon before wheels were on suitcases.
That's kind of funny.
That is funny.
It's
Wow.
very surprising.
It is surprising.
Yeah, because wheels on suitcases seems like a given.
Like,
Right?
how were they just like
Carrying briefcases.
scooting them across the?
No, nobody. I mean, you had. Golly.
It's
You
not
got people
dice,
falling out of
it is.
chairs and shit.
Ooh. Jeez.
No, like you had suitcases. You had like briefcases and whatnot, and trunks.
The suitcases look more like overgrown briefcases back
Yeah,
then.
exactly right.
And
And
these
trunks.
days we have motorized suitcases.
Yeah, you can ride around like scooters and shit.
I know, it's fucking majestic.
I know, dude.
People do it like on videos, like at the airport.
Yeah, I want to get one so bad, but I don't fly or travel enough for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it'd be such a waste of money.
But
Somebody-
it'd be
Ride that
funny.
inside of your
Oh,
skateboard.
man, you know what? I'd take it to Comic Cons with me.
That'd be
That's
dope.
genius.
Oh.
And then all the shit you
Comic-Cons
buy.
get so crowded they probably get mad at you.
You
I'd
could
yell at
dress
him.
it up.
Well, I'm already going to do that with my longboard. I'm going to dress up as like, I'm going to dress up like either Aladdin, turn into a magic carpet,
What about
or...
Static Shock? Yeah.
That's such a good idea!
Yeah.
It'd be really funny if you got those alternating wheels for your electric longboard, and then made an attachment for your longboard and made it look like a pirate ship and just rode it around at the Renaissance Festival.
That's... Ooh.
I like it.
Ooh. I like this plan.
They're like, yeah, fuck it. We went to the moon. Let's
I also
put
thought
wheels on
about too,
suitcase.
like I've already seen a guy do it, but he had like he put like what looked like a cloud, like a bunch of like foam and stuff on it, and made it look like a cloud, and he was dressed up like Goku.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I seen that. I was like, oh man, I want to be Kakarot. I want to do that.
That would be dope.
Badass.
Although I'm not a big Dragon Ball Z fan.
What?
Yeah,
Dude, I'm seriously thinking about like, and this is gonna suck so bad, but like I was thinking about getting like a knee tattoo of a Dragon Ball.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, we got stopped yesterday. Some girl at the mall stopped and asked me. She goes, "Excuse me, do you have any tattoos on your knees?" No. She goes, "Damn it!" And I was like, "Why?" She goes, "I'm about to get tattoos on my knees, and I was wondering if it hurt." I was like,
she's getting tattoos of bees on her knees.
The bee's knees. I love it.
I actually saw that on TikTok this morning. Somebody had tattoos of bees on their knees.
I love that.
All right, well, bring us the next one. Let's hear the next one.
2% of icebergs in Antarctica are made up of penguin pee.
2%? That seems really low.
That seems really high. There's a lot of fucking icebergs up there, dude.
2%.
I mean, if we...
Penguins can't pee that much.
I think the icebergs in Antarctica is like...
Come a little closer to the mic, Donnie.
I think it's a larger freshwater supply than the Great Lakes.
Yeah, and 2% of that is piss.
No,
Not freshwater anymore, motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Just the icebergs are pee.
That's a lot of pee. All right.
It is a lot of pee.
That is a lot of pee.
Crocodiles eat rocks to help them dive deeper.
I'm gonna try that.
Why? You gotta
You
come
don't
back up, though,
swim enough
Donnie.
to do-
Do I?
Yeah.
Do I really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, ideally, just to tell us if it works. We have to know this for science. Remember, any stupid experiment you do needs a notebook and a pencil, because that qualifies as it's studying.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to use that. I'm gonna take a notebook and pencil into the bedroom
I
tonight.
knew you were gonna go there. I knew you were gonna go there. As soon as he said it, I was like, "This motherfucker."
Hey, man, I'm predictable. What can I say?
Yeah, it's all right.
All right, what's the next one?
Dessert stomach is real. So, like, you know how you're like, oh, I'm so full, and then they're like, but pie? And you're like, ooh, yes.
But pie.
No, but it's real. Because, like, your stomach, it actually expands when it comes into contact with sugar. So it actually, like, relieves the feeling of being full. Because it's bigger. And you have more room for dessert. Big brain?
Big brain.
Big brain.
I'm
Big
gonna
brain.
Cut back on the sugar. That's what I need. I don't even take a lot of sugar now, anyways, though.
Yeah, I don't have a huge sweet tooth. I say that, but I ate over half a cake the other night when Ava made it.
Yeah, but that was a special cake, my guy.
It was a special cake. I'm gonna go buy more of that cake mix.
Okay.
Meyer for the win.
Right?
Dude, you can find all kinds of cool shit at Meijer.
Yeah.
And I don't know how they're still in business because there's never anybody there.
I know, it's weird.
It's because they own all that land around them. So Chick-fil-A, Chili's, Home Depot, all those businesses have to pay them rent.
Really?
Yeah.
Wild.
I think Best Buy too, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
You know, thinking of that area, you know what store I really fucking miss?
What?
Media Play.
Yeah, Media Play was dope.
Yeah.
But
You guys are young.
But Meijer, dude, that's where I go to get all my graphic tees, dude. Meijer's has cheap graphic tees, and they're always dope. So, like, my Betty White and Golden Girls shirt, that's where that came from. My Cobra Kai shirt, like, all the fucking graphic tees I wear come from there.
See, I don't
work there.
Did you?
I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, I don't shop at Walmart, so I shop at Meijer's.
Yeah. I mean, Meijer's is dope. I mean, they got, dude, their toy selection. I take the kids in there, like, I have to stay away from the toys. Because their toy selection is way better than most places.
Their Lego section sucks.
Does it?
They have a lot of lightsabers, though.
They have a lot of good board games.
Yeah, I've never seen their board game
And, like,
selection.
like card games.
I buy board games at the comic book store.
I'm just saying.
I've never looked at the board game section because I just walk right past it.
I think we got time for one or two more.
Okay. Well, just hold tight. Okay. So
I'm holding.
in 1878, cornflakes were invented to prevent masturbation.
Hey, we've done that one, yeah.
Yep. The
It's-
bland flavor.
Yeah, because I don't understand what eating a food is like. Man, you know what this makes me want to not do? Touch myself.
I'm pretty sure the guy that invented cornflakes is also a huge advocate for circumcision.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, he
I
was.
was gonna say, did you hear what else he did?
Yeah, he was a huge advocate for circumcision, and he also wanted to like fucking circumcise women by cutting off their fucking labia and shit.
He cut off the clitoris, then he poured acid.
Yeah.
Well, conversely, I've never ate a food and wanted to have sex. Either.
Well,
I've-
there are foods statistically that like boost.
Aphrodisiacs, I know, but like I've never had one. I mean, I've had I've ate something so good like it probably gave me a boner, but not like I want to go do somebody boner. It's like, goddamn, this tastes so good. I'm about to nut myself.
I'm gonna do the food.
Yeah, fucking stick my dick on this fucking plate, rub this goddamn food all up and down that bitch.
I can't help but just think about cake eating. I'm telling you.
Always.
I'm telling you, I wish all my sexual experiences was as good as him eating food. You know what I'm saying? Because, every woman would be like pleased. You know what I'm saying? Like I probably wouldn't be single. I'm just saying, like, if they enjoyed sex half as much as Cake enjoyed food, I'd be in a relationship.
Yeah. All
Everybody
right.
would be in a happier relationship.
Including you, Donnie.
Huh?
There's love out there for you.
Huh?
What?
All right, one more, Ava. Let's bring it home.
If you have a peanut allergy, it could be because one of your ancestors had sex with a Neanderthal.
All right, where did you find this fact at? And I love it.
I think it was
Reddit.
no.
Ooh.
Well, I found the picture on Reddit, but that's not where it was from.
There was a picture attached to it?
It was like a picture with text over it. It was a. Picture
I understand.
from-
I
yeah,
understand. I understand.
okay. It was on like weirdo something.org.
Well, I like it. I'm
But-
here for it.
I looked up the website and it had like tons of porn on it.
Of course.
it did. If there's weird in the name of the website, it's gonna be at least half porn.
Well, I wasn't expecting it because it was like
Penis.
no, it wasn't a piece.
Titties. But I mean,
I
who?
wasn't mad about it, but I
Oh, thank you, Ava. That made my day.
Well, I wasn't mad about it. Well, nobody's mad about seeing titties. I'm glad you just confirmed that.
Well, I think that's all the time we got for today.
Is that it? Really?
Yeah, that's it.
Well, I wanted to expand more on the Neanderthals.
Do it.
Because, like,
Bring it home.
so, like, the half monkey people, right? That's the Neanderthals, right?
No,
Okay.
not half monkey. They're basically even more cave people than the humans were when they were cave. The Neanderthals didn't have a natural sense of exploration, so they just never left their caves like the humans did.
Really?
Yeah, they were terrified of the ocean.
So they were just
and
homebodies.
Never migrated.
well, it's kind of like the Crudes at the beginning. You know what I mean? How they were just like constantly like they're like, no, don't go out there.
Okay.
So,
Not all the time.
So basically, it was the COVID cavemen.
the COVID cavemen.
They were also very interesting. When their family members died, they would wear their teeth as jewelry.
Keep talking, Don. I'm
Whoa.
interested.
Wait.
Fun.
What if their family members were on meth? Then they just didn't have jewelry?
Well, meth wasn't
meth
around.
invented till World War II.
Oh, hey, fuck you guys shitting on my...
What?
Hitler's paid scientists to develop meth to make his... Because meth makes you super hyper-focused.
Right.
He would give his soldiers meth.
Neat.
Huh.
Cool. Well,
What it would be like to be one of Hitler's soldiers.
You'd be high all... You wouldn't sleep for weeks.
Yeah, I like sleep.
fuck.
I'm not into being like Shorty here.
There was actually...
Fuck.
There was one soldier. He wasn't German, but he his battalion got wiped out, all except for him, and he was a medic, so he had meth on him, and he took all of it.
Whoa.
The entire thing. He passed out for a couple days, and he woke up and went on a 2-week-long rampage. And I think it's the Soviets have legends about him.
Legends.
Because he was on skis with a gun. This dude lost like 50 kilograms of weight in 2 weeks, too. Because
Right.
he wasn't eating, and he was constantly just riding around on these skis, killing soldiers. Until he finally made his way back to his country. And like the pictures of him from after the war, like I saw a picture of him on Reddit along with the whole story, and I even went and make sure this is a real fucking story because it's that insane.
Right.
The picture of him, his eyes are like sunken in and wide, and one of the first replies is like, "This is the eyes of a man who's seen God and told him to go fuck himself."
See, that's why I wanted to expand on it right there. That fucking, like, good job, Donnie. Way to read,
That
buddy.
was gold.
That's what I needed to know. Methed out Nazis fucking skiing through Russia.
Laughing at the face of God. All right. Does anybody else have anything else to add before we wrap it up? Do.
Nope. I think we're good.
We're good?
Yeah, I think we're all right.
All right. Well, today's outer idiot of the day is the nice lady at the DMV today. I went in there to get my tags renewed. She noticed my shirt. She mentioned it. I let it go. She mentioned it again. And I recruited a new listener to the show from the shirt. She was amazing. Let me just say.
Do you know her name?
No.
Oh.
Oh.
Just a nice lady at the DMV.
She's a nice lady at the DMV
If
from
she's
South
listening,
Carolina.
She knows who she is.
That's right.
People always, DMV gets a bad rap. Like, everybody in there is cranky. Look, I went in there today and I dealt with 4 different people. And all 4 of them, all of those ladies were a pleasure to deal with.
Yeah.
Kenton County DMV, y'all motherfuckers rock. Y'all are all the outer idiots of the day.
I would say the DMV is like not as bad as everybody makes it out, other than like the waiting. Once I get to the counter, I have no problems. Like, it doesn't take long. It's just always fucking busy. It's the only caveat to that. But anyway, cool beans.
I only waited 5 minutes.
Well, that's nice.
I walked in twice. First time I walked in, I went straight to the counter. The second time I walked in, there was 2 people ahead of me.
Nice.
And there was probably 8 people working.
Oh, hell yeah.
It was great. It was a great experience. But
She's the outer idiot. Thank you, DMV lady.
yep, from South Carolina.
From South Carolina.
All right. So that's it for
Working
today.
in Kentucky.
So, in the meantime,
In betweens time.
remember, it's not a hot girl summer. It's a fuckboy summer. Cue the music. We out.